We've heard his name mentioned a lot. We've heard that he's a billionaire a couple of times over, and he was heavily involved in the Trump campaign recently. He was appointed in a special position by President elect Donald Trump to reorganize and structure the government. So, who is Elon Musk? That's who I'm profiling today. This is Tyrone Bowman live. Welcome to the program. So, let's get right down to it. So, who is Elon Musk? Now, I'm going to give you some information based upon this. I put the hyperlink in the up at the title there in case you want to look it up for yourself. So the man known as Elon Musk, he's Elon Reeve Musk. He was born June 28, 1971, and he is a businessman known for his key roles in the space company SpaceX and the automotive company Tesla Incorporated, or Tesla Inc. Other involvements include ownership of X Corp, the company that operates the social media platform X, also known formerly as Twitter, and his role in the founding of the Boring Company, XAI, Neuralink, and OpenAI. In November 2024, President-elect Donald Trump announced Musk is set to become co-chair of the proposed Department of Government Efficiency. In the second Trump administration, Musk is the wealthiest individual in the world to date. As of November 2024, Forbes estimates his net worth to be around $304 billion. So that's the man, Elon Musk. I think he's about 54 years of age. So let's get into his background. Musk was born in Pretoria, South Africa, to Minnie Houdeman, a model, and Errol Musk, a businessman and engineer. Musk briefly attended the University of Pretoria before immigrating to Canada at the age of 18, acquiring citizenship through his Canadian-born mother. 2 years later, he matriculated at Queen's University at Kingston in Canada. Musk later transferred to the University of Pennsylvania and received bachelor's degrees in economics and physics. He moved to California in 1995 to attend Stanford University, but never enrolled in classes, and with his brother Kimball, co-founded the online city guide software company Zip2. The startup was acquired by Compaq for $307 million in 1999. That same year, Musk co-founded X.com, a direct bank. X.com merged with Confinity in 2000 to form PayPal. In 2002, Musk acquired U.S. citizenship and attended that October eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion. Using $100 million of the money he made from the sale of PayPal, Musk founded SpaceX, a space flight services company, in 2002. And you know what the ironic thing is? With all the jockeying and organizing and everything that Trump is doing, and getting the cabinet that will be loyal to him, not to the Constitution. Isn't it amazing how Elon Musk is an immigrant, and he migrated, and he received what they call natural-born citizenship here in America? But you can believe that that deportation en masse will not apply to him. Who's it going to apply to? Anybody that's black and brown. Who's it going to apply to? It's going to apply to Palestinians. It's going to apply to Mexicans and Latinos. And y'all voted for him. Yes, you did. Y'all voted for Trump. And you're going to be sorry you did in the end. But see, right now, everybody's happy. Everybody, especially the trolls online, they're all saying all kind of rotten, disgusting, hateful things to people because Kamala Harris lost. But where there is chaos, there is turmoil. And all this testosterone, all these billionaires and rich millionaires and people serving in this cabinet, it's not going to work. You'll find out in the long run. And because I remember today, I saw several videos earlier today, and I read several articles. A lot of the Republican businesses are faltering, especially the mom and pop ones, the small businesses, because people don't want to patronize them since they voted for Trump. Now they're whining and crying and asking Trump, what are you going to do to save our business? Absolutely nothing. Let me continue with the article. In 2004, Musk was an early investor in electric vehicle manufacturer Tesla Motors Inc. Later, Tesla Inc. provided most of the initial financing and assuming the position of the company's chairman, he later became the product architect and in 2008, the CEO. In 2006, Musk helped create Solar City, a solar energy company that was acquired by Tesla in 2016 and became Tesla Energy. In 2013, he proposed a Hyperloop high-speed VAC train transportation system. In 2015, he co-founded OpenAI, a nonprofit artificial intelligence research company. I keep telling y'all, you got to learn to establish your own nonprofit.org. These people are getting rich from being CEOs of nonprofit corporations. Just because it says nonprofit doesn't mean that you can't prosper. They're all getting wealthy, including the politicians, because they set up these nonprofit corporations. You know, during the campaign season, Harris and Trump both set up nonprofit corporations. Where do you think all that money went to? It was tax-free money going into their nonprofit organizations. The following year, Musk co-founded Neuralink, a neurotechnology company, and developing brain-computer interfaces, and The Boring Company, a tunnel construction company. In 2018, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, sued Musk, alleging that he had falsely announced he had secured funding for a private takeover of Tesla. To settle the case, Musk stepped down as the chairman of Tesla and paid a $20 million fine. In 2022, he acquired Twitter for $44 billion, merged the company into the newly created X Corp, and rebranded the service as X. The following year, in March 2023, Musk founded XAI, an artificial intelligence company. And you think I'm going to trust the artificial intelligence that this man's company is putting out as being factual, correct, and fair? You all better be careful using AI and giving AI all your personal information. Musk's actions and expressed views have made him a polarizing figure. He has been criticized for making unscientific and misleading statements, including COVID-19 misinformation, promoting right-wing conspiracy theories, and endorsing an anti-Semitic trope. He has since apologized for the latter. Yeah, whatever. No, he hasn't. His ownership of Twitter has been controversial because of the layoffs of large numbers of employees and increase in hate speech, misinformation, disinformation posts on the website, and changes to website features, including verification. This is what they do. You can call it downsizing, you can call it laying off, you can call it restructuring, reorganizing. It's called being fired. They make sure they fire people once they take over the corporation. That way they can keep all the profits for themselves. Musk became active in American politics as a vocal financial supporter of Donald Trump, becoming Trump's second largest individual donor in 2024. In November 2024, Musk was appointed by Trump to lead the Department of Government Efficiency alongside Vivek Ramaswamy. But you know, his campaign was a disaster. So, as I stated, some of these names are kind of rough because they've got that South African flair, the African flair, but I'll do my best to pronounce them. So, Elon Musk was born on July 28th, once again, June 28th, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa, administrative capital. He is of British and Pennsylvania Dutch ancestry. His mother, she was a model and dietitian born in Saskatchewan, Canada, and raised in South Africa. His father, Errol Musk, is a South African electromechanical engineer, pilot, sailor, consultant, emerald dealer, and property developer who partly owned a rental lodge at the Timbavati Private Nature Reserve. Elon has a younger brother, Kimball, and a younger sister, Tosca. Elon has 4 paternal half-siblings. And you think I'm going to trust somebody who endorsed apartheid? You think I'm going to trust somebody who was born and raised in South Africa under the apartheid, racist, bigoted regime? And you're trying to tell me that this man is not a racist and a bigot? A tree is known by the fruit it bears. Say it one more time. A tree is known by the fruit it bears. And a man or a woman are known by the company that they keep. Show me your friends, and I'll show you who you are. The family was wealthy during Elon's youth, despite both Elon and Errol previously stating that Errol was a part owner of a Zambian emerald mine. In 2023, Errol recounted that the deal he made was to receive a portion of the emeralds produced at 3 small mines. Errol was selected to the Pretoria City Council as a representative, listen, of the anti-apartheid Progressive Party, and it said that his children shared their father's dislike of apartheid. I don't believe it. I don't believe a word of this. This is a lie. He's pro-apartheid. Pro. Elon's maternal grandfather, Joshua N. Haldeman, was an American-born Canadian who took his family on record-breaking journeys to Africa and Australia in a single-engine Bellicana airplane. Haldeman died when Elon was still a toddler. Elon has recounted trips to a wilderness school that he described as a paramilitary lord of the fields, where bullying was a virtue and children were encouraged to fight over rations. Basically talking about black people. It's not, you don't have nothing but black people in Africa. So who else will be fighting over rations of food? It's African. You see these little videos and stuff all the time. These reels and these videos and these white people, you don't see them, but you see them putting the food out and taunting the child with the food, making them talk in front of the camera, just to give them some crumbs that fall from their tables. I don't know what you all think this is, or what time you all think this is. My ancestors are not somebody to be played with either. And my people over in Africa have feelings just like everybody else. And if Africa is the shithole country that Trump always says it is, then what the hell are they all doing over there trying to steal all the diamonds, the emeralds, the sapphire, the rubies, the carbuncles, the gold? That's what colonialists do. They siphon off everything, and they're like Ichabus. And they suck the life out of the country's natural resources, and when they've gutted it and gotten everything they want, then they leave it alone and go to the next project. After his parents divorced in 1980, Elon chose to live primarily with his father. Elon later regretted his decision and became estranged from his father. Elon attended Arlington High School. In one incident, after an altercation with a fellow pupil, Elon was thrown down concrete steps and beaten severely by the boy and his friends, leading to him being hospitalized for his injuries. Elon described his father berating him after he was discharged from the hospital, saying, "I had to stand for an hour as he yelled at me and called me an idiot and told me that I was just worthless." Elon denied berating Earl, but claimed the boy had just lost his father to suicide, and Elon had called him stupid. Elon had a tendency to call people stupid. Somebody else likes to call people stupid. How could I possibly blame that child? After the incident, Elon was enrolled in private school. So Elon was an enthusiastic reader of books, later attributing his success in part to having read The Lord of the Rings, the Foundation series, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. At age 10, he developed an interest in computing and video games, teaching himself how to program from the VIC-20 user manual. At age 12, Elon sold his basic base game Blazer to PC and Office Technology magazine for approximately $500. So Musk attended Water, Waterkloof House Preparatory School, Bryson High School, and the Pretoria Boys High School, where he graduated. Musk was a good but not exceptional student, earning a 61 in Afrikaans and a B in Afrikaans and a B on his senior math certification. Musk applied for a Canadian passport through his Canadian-born mother to avoid South Africa's mandatory military service. Isn't it something these people who are always military hawks always want to send your sons and your daughters someplace to die for their wealth and riches, yet they never want to serve in the military themselves? Never. They never want to be a part of the military, but they want others to die for them and sacrifice everything they have for them. So since he did not want to become a part of South Africa's mandatory military service, which would have forced him to participate in the apartheid regime and to ease his path to immigration to the United States. While waiting for his application to be processed, he attended the University of Pretoria for 5 months. Musk arrived in Canada in June 1989, connected with a second cousin in Saskatchewan, and worked odd jobs including at a farm and a lumber mill. In 1990, he entered Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. 2 years later, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where he studied until 1995. Although Musk has said that he earned his degrees in 1995, the University of Pennsylvania did not award them until 1997, a Bachelor of Arts in Physics and a Bachelor of Science in Economics from the university's Wharton School. He reportedly hosted large ticketed house parties to help pay for tuition and wrote a business plan for an electronic book scanning service similar to Google Books. In 1994, Musk held 2 internships in Silicon Valley, one at energy storage startup Pinnacle Research Institute, which investigated electrolyte ultra capacitors for energy storage, and another at Palo Alto based startup Rocket Science Games in 1995. He was accepted to a graduate program in material science at Stanford University, but did not enroll. Musk decided to join the internet boom, applying for a job at Netscape, to which he reportedly never received a response. The Washington Post reported that Musk lacked legal authorization to remain and work in the United States after failing to enroll at Stanford. In response, Musk claimed he was not allowed to work at that time, and that his student visa transitioned into an H-1B. According to numerous former business associates and shareholders, Musk claimed he was on a student visa at the time. So, Musk has started a number of businesses since 1995, with initial business success and liquidity gained from sales of equity in one business, providing the capital for him to start subsequent business enterprises. Musk is widely considered a serial entrepreneur by the 2020s. Several Musk businesses had formed strategic partnerships with some employees, playing roles simultaneously in more than one of Musk's companies. So, in 1995, Musk and his brother Kimball and Greg Corey founded Global Link Information Network, later renamed Zip2. The company developed an internet city guide with maps, directions, and yellow pages, and marketed to newspapers. They worked at a small rented office in Palo Alto, with Musk coding the website every night. Musk and his brother's immigration statuses during this period was described by Musk as a gray area along Kimball, maintained they were working as illegal immigrants. A Washington Post expose from October 2024 reported Musk worked illegally while building the company, citing an email from Musk submitted as evidence during a 2005 defamation trial and the funding agreement from venture capital firm Mohora Dado Ventures. Eventually, Zip2 obtained contracts with the New York Times and the Chicago Tribune. The brothers persuaded the board of directors to abandon a merger with CitySearch. However, Musk's attempts to become CEO were thwarted. Compaq acquired Zip for $307 million in cash in February 1999, and Musk received $22 million for his 7% share. All right, I'm going to leave it right here, right now. This is part one. I'll be back later with part two as I profile Elon Musk here on Tyrone Bowman Live. So don't forget to, only if you choose to follow me here on Tyrone Bowman Live by clicking the subscribe button. Appreciate it very much. Till next time. Never surrender. Never quit.